So I think my driving history when I purchased cars is particularly interesting. So when I bought my BMW 135i, the first thing I decided I wanted to do was to really get a good feel for the car because it was the highest powered car I've ever purchased. So I signed up for the Evo school or Evolution Driving School. It was an autocross class to teach you to, really pick you up from whatever skill level you are with autocross and take you to the next level. So if you've never done it, it'll ramp you up. If you have, they kind of work with you and get you like over a plateau so you can learn a little more. So that was really cool. Like I just purchased the car, went straight up there, took that class. That was really fun. And then it stepped up a whole nother level when I got my S2000. I drove, I like put a bunch of tape on the front of the S2000 when I got it, and then I took it all the way over to Alabama to get my roommate Dan over to Alabama to pick up a car. And then as soon as we got back, like the next day or whatever, like that next weekend, I had a track event at AMP. So I'm at the track with the masking tape all over the front of the car, still haven't registered the car, taking it on the track and like having the time of my life with that thing. And I made it up to the mountains. All that before I got my, before I even registered the car. And then similarly, when I picked up the Toyota 86, the moment I had that, I signed up for a track event, went straight to the track event, and I ran up in the mountains, so I was back up at Tail of the Dragon, all this with just temp tags on it, because I still didn't, I just crammed so much in when I first purchased the car. And so just now when I got my 128i, I took it up to the mountains, and I've taken it on a trip to, let's see, I've done Atlanta Motorsports Park, rode Atlanta, and I even drove all the way up to Connecticut and did that with that 128 on temp tags before I ever registered it. Covered all those track events, took the like 2,000 mile plus journey up to Connecticut, all with that brand new car. So I just keep up in the ante every time. I think it's really funny how that works out. I just found out that the 128 didn't have an emissions test done, so I had like 2 days left to get it registered, and I ended up having to really last minute get the emissions test done because in Georgia, it's against the law for the dealership to not do the emissions test before they sell you the car if they're in an emissions county, and this one was not in an emissions county. So I found that out the hard way and took it a little longer, but it's all good now. I've got my tag on there, and the epic adventures I did before even registering my car have come to a close. So hopefully it's not another car purchase really soon to do something crazy with that. But I had some fun before I had a tag, and now I've got a tag. So now I have to pay my tolls. I got out of a lot of tolls in New York City because I didn't have a tag. Or maybe they'll show up later. We'll see. All right.